2 weeks from tonight, the first Republican presidential debate will take place in Cleveland, Ohio, along with the smaller minor league debate for the candidates who don't make the Fox News and Post top 10 in national poll standings. So get out your watches and synchronize to our countdown to that big debate. The second-tier debate is scheduled for 5 p.m. in 2 weeks. The big shoe will be at 9 Eastern. Some pundits who live in the land of conventional wisdom say, John, that it would be a humiliating catastrophe not to make the cut for the primetime debate. But in this case, could you make the argument, gasp, that the conventional wisdom is wrong?
You could make this argument, and I know you're going to. So at this moment, I'm going to take the opportunity to pre-butt you. Yes, there's some things. You'll say them in a minute. But look, being on primetime, much bigger audience. You'll be up there with the Donald. You'll have a chance to take him out if you were really skillful. And I think there's just a lot of people who are not, even though they're really interested in this Republican race, are not going to sit through 4 hours of Republican debate. And the thing they're going to watch is that thing in primetime.
Almost nobody will watch the whole debate, even Fox loyalists. The first debate of this election cycle is going to be that earlier debate. And the main reason, and this view is shared by the advisors to one of the candidates who's not going to make the main debate.
as it might be.
The main is, think about the people in that debate. Yeah. George Pataki, Carly Fiorina in all likelihood, Lindsey Graham, John Kasich, Bobby Jindal. Okay. These are all people who will engage in a civil, dignified, measured debate.
It will not be a freak show.
It will not have Donald Trump in it. You know that the Trump debate is going to be all about Trump. In that debate, there'll be clips, there'll be coverage, the press will be there. I think it's at least as good. There's no humiliation. This is a long contest.
Look, I totally agree with you. No humiliation. I don't think there's humiliation. And you can make some lemonade out of those lemons. But I do think, for the reasons I said, I feel like I do. But I'll also say, just expand on this one point. Everyone's focused on the fact that Trump is going to be a problem. How do we deal with Donald? How do we deal with Donald? To me, this is the moment. You've talked about it. I've talked about it. This is the moment of strength.
Here's why I don't think
the moment you can take out the Donald.
In theory. But remember, one debate has 5 people in it. Yeah. The other has 10. Even though the 5-person debate's shorter, you're barely going to get to talk in the 10-person debate. I guarantee you that the people in the 5-person debate at the end are going to feel like, I got to say a lot. I got to talk. I got to make my case. Almost no one but Trump and maybe Jeb Bush is going to come out of the 10-person debate saying, I got a lot of attention. I got to say what I wanted. I don't think they're going to call on him very much because the moderators control it. We don't know how they're going to allocate the time. But you're going to get to say your piece in the 5-person debate.
No doubt about it, but audience size matters.